Cooking some lobster rolls today, right? What we had to do is get some, like I said, get the lobster, and then I made a mixture of the right here.
Okay.
The mayo, minced celery, salt and pepper, and I threw some rosemary. I just want to twist it up a little bit. You know what? I do need some lemon. You want to throw some lemon in there too, right?
And olive oil?
No olive oil.
Okay.
No olive oil.
Pat said olive oil.
Well, I don't know. Oh, and then we have over here. Then we went down to the Atlantic. Oh, up here. We went down to the Atlantic Ocean, right around the block here, and we got some Atlantic seawater.
Okay.
Gallons of it, and then we went and threw it in this pot.
Okay.
See up here?
Yeah, I see.
All right. So we're gonna boil up some Atlantic seawater, fresh, organic Atlantic seawater.
Okay. Pat, didn't it say put olive oil in the tartar? In the mayo mixture?
We're gonna throw Red here and his buddies into the Atlantic seawater that's boiling over there.
Okay.
At about 15 minutes or so, I don't know, I gotta test it. It's 8 minutes. You have to boil them for 8 minutes. 8 minutes
Per lobster?
I don't know. There's a method to it. I'll figure it out. But you boil them up, and then after that, you put them in an ice bath.
Did you read that, Pat? Put them in the ice bath?
You put them in this ice bath right here. All right. The lobsters are done boiling. They are now in this ice bath. See how bright red they are? That's where you want them. And they boiled for about 15 minutes. All right.
Three lobsters.
3 lobsters.
15 minutes.
See how bright they are? So what you want to do is you want to just put them in the ice bath for a good 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. These lobsters got to be really chilled. All right. This is what you're doing. Chill them up. Well, this is some cold water. So we're just gonna let them up here. We're gonna let them chill. We're gonna let them chill for a minute, and we'll be back to finish the process. Okay. Okay. So one of the main ingredients of this dish, a lobster roll, is the roll. Okay. So what we're doing is we're putting a little butter on all sides of the roll. Just a little bit. You don't want to go crazy. I mean, you know, we are healthy people and we don't want to get crazy. But it does help the flavor. I'm not going to lie. So you just put a little bit of butter. Oops. And you don't want to use margarine. These are New England.
What's margarine? Does that exist anymore?
I don't know. You want to? We're doing New England, traditional New England lobster rolls. So everything's got to be on the up and up. You know what I mean? Because we live in New England, and that would be a disgrace. We don't want to disgrace New England. The Patriots. Next Sunday, we're going to have more lobster rolls. And this is our test run. Because really, I've never cooked them before. So, I thought this would be a good time to do a test run for next Sunday. Alright. So, as you can see, the lobster rolls are all painted up or doused in butter. We're going to take them and we're going to put them on this griddle. Okay, so we're back. Now, it's time for the chopping. All right, we have the lobster. Nice bright, see, that's the color you want. Nice bright red. You got your knife. Now these are a little spiny here, so you might poke yourself. Just grab a rag or a towel, not a rag, a towel, and you want to pull the legs off. You can throw them in the bath, back in the bath until you're ready to use them. Then you take the whole lobster, hold them right here, hold the tail right here, like this, and just rip it off. That's the tamale. Some people eat it, some people don't. That's the tamale. Some people eat it, some people don't. Up here. I don't. Okay. All right. So that, back to that. This is the part you want. This is how you do it. You take your knife, cut them right down the middle. You open them up, and you got all this lobster. All this lobster meat, right? Clean them up a little bit. And these are shells. The shells are another story up here. The shells are another story. You make a lobster bisque with the shells, but that's another video. So, okay. So now that we have all the meat pulled out, we have all the meat pulled out of the lobster. We got rid of the shells. We have the meat, and we're not gonna mince the meat. We're just gonna chop it up, just like that. Make sure we're chopped up. Especially if you're gonna throw a party, you don't want to be cheap and mince up the meat. People will think you bought this at store or frozen or something. You don't want to do this frozen. That's another disgrace. That's just I'm gonna do a New England lobster roll. Do it fresh, man. So we need lettuce. That's another ingredient that I failed to mention. Some lettuce.
Disgrace.
That would have been a disgrace. So once we have a good mix, I don't know how many pounds this is. The lobsters themselves were about 4.7 pounds combined of the 3 lobsters. I don't know how many pounds the meat is. I'm gonna buy a scale next week, a food scale, and so I can know how much meat you're getting out of an actual lobster. But I would guess you got about 3.5 pounds here. 3.5 pounds out of this. That's just my guess. Now, what we're gonna do is the next evolution is we have to add the mixture of the minced celery, the salt, pepper, just a dash of rosemary, and some lemon with the mayonnaise. Now, with this, you don't want to overload this. You don't want to have it like a potato salad or an egg salad or something. That's not the point here. We're just gonna spoon it out little by little, and down here we're just gonna spoon it out little by little and just kind of roll it in. I think that's probably enough right there. Depending on your taste, we'll put just a little more in there, but you see how much I'm putting in? Not much. That was just 2 tablespoons for about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 pounds here, and we're done with that point. Next, we're going to get the lobster rolls, the ones that we cooked earlier. You're going to take it, you're going to put some lettuce just in there, just like that. Then you're going to take your lobster and just put it in there, just like that. And let me tell you, you're going to be boy, look at that lobster roll.
Do you want to call Claudia or somebody?
You're going to be the life of the party with these bad boys. Now here, watch. Oh my God. I gotta tell you, that's some good lobster. Thank you for watching.